Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Addicks Editions. It has been a while since I've done an episode of this. Of course, I didn't do one of these for the signings of Akinfenwa and Sean Clare, which I can only apologise for. And it has been a while in general, in fact, since Charlton have signed a player. But today we have finally brought in our sixth signing of the summer window, and this one really is making a statement. We are really stamping our authority in the league this year with this one. Charlton Athletic have completed the permanent signing of Crewe Alexandra winger Charlie Kirk. The deal is finally done after what has been pretty much half a year of us pursuing this guy. We have finally got the deal over the line. The 23-year-old arrives in SE7 on a 4-year contract for an undisclosed fee, although that fee is rumoured to be in the region of £500,000. So we are certainly not messing about with this one. We've spent money on this transfer, and my God, what a signing this one is. We desperately needed a left-sided winger in this team, and we finally got one. And I think we've got a seriously good talent on our books here. So we'll start things off by reading the club's article about Charlie's arrival. Charlton Athletic are delighted to confirm the permanent signing of exciting young winger Charlie Kirk from Crewe Alexandra for an undisclosed fee. The 23-year-old has recorded 24 goals and 32 assists in league games over the last 3 seasons for the Railway Men and has signed a 4-year contract with the Addicks. Kirk was a target for Charlton in January and impressed the Addicks recruitment team with his creativity and defensive work rate in addition to the goals and assists he provides. He said, "I'm excited to get it over the line. I'm buzzing to be here. The stadium is unbelievable. I watched the game on TV on Saturday night. You could just feel it from there. It was unbelievable, so I can't wait to walk out for the first time in front of all of the fans." Nigel Adkins was thrilled to add more creativity to his side. He explained, "I'm delighted that Charlie Kirk is joining us. He is a very talented and exciting young forward-thinking player, and I'm really looking forward to working with him over the coming years." Owner Thomas Sandgaard explained that the signing of Kirk aligns with the club's transfer strategy, which includes purchasing talented young players and giving them the coaching and opportunity to improve. He said, "I'm very pleased we've been able to sign Charlie. He's one of the best wingers in the league. I am sure he is a player our fans will enjoy watching. He is an exciting winger who creates and scores goals." Kirk becomes the 6th signing of the summer following the arrivals of Jayden Stockley, Craig McGillivray, George Dobson, Akinfenwa and Sean Clare. The winger is a product of the Crewe Youth Academy and made his first team debut in 2016 at the age of 19. He went on to play 181 games, scoring 29 goals, and was named in the PFA League 2 Team of the Season during their promotion year in 2019-20. So there is the club's article. That is what Charlie, Nigel and Thomas thinks about this bit of business. Now it's time to get into my thoughts on the signing. Now, of course, this is a signing that has gathered a lot of hype. Of course, as we all should know, Charlton did try and sign Charlie in the January transfer window last year under the management of Lee Bowyer, of course. We tried to swoop for him on deadline day, I do believe. It was a fee in the region of around 500k, which is the rumoured fee that we've paid to bring him in now. But back then, we nearly got the deal done, but I believe it was the agent that messed that one up. So it is obviously fantastic that we've been able to get it over the line. It obviously didn't happen in the time period that we thought it was going to happen, and that is unfortunately due to the passing of Charlie Kirk's father, which of course was announced over the last few days, which is of course dreadful. It's absolutely awful news to have to hear. Obviously, David Artell did come out and say that it was due to personal reasons, and we obviously didn't understand what that was until Kirk, the player, came out and said it himself that his dad unfortunately passed away. So obviously he wanted to bide his time, which of course we can respect, and a few days later the deal is now finally done. Over the last couple of days as well, it was reported that Kirk was under a lot of championship interest. I believe Sheffield United, Stoke and Blackburn were the other championship teams that were interested in Kirk's services. I think Sheffield United got the closest, I believe, at Alan Nixon, although definitely not trustworthy over the last few years. But to be fair, he did end up getting this one right, so fair play to him on that one. But he was saying that Sheffield United were keen on him. But he was saying that United needed to act fast if they wanted to sign Kirk. And of course, at that stage, we were the only team that had put in a bid and matched what Crewe wanted for the player. And obviously, we are the ones that ended up getting him. And I was actually quite surprised that we did get him in, considering that there was championship interest, and obviously they've got an advantage in the fact that they can offer more money in this situation, but of course we can offer more regular game time, and I'm I'm bloody glad that he has decided to choose us. Now, in terms of his statistics, obviously in the club's article, you would have seen that he's got a pretty decent record for Crewe. In 2017-18 in League Two, he got 5 goals and 2 assists in 25 games. Not amazing, not great. And then the season later in 2018-19, he got 11 goals and 7 assists in 42 games. That's obviously better. 2019-20, the season that Crewe got promoted, of course, he got 7 goals and 14 assists in 36 games. A very good season there, and of course was rewarded with a spot in the PFA League 2 Team of the Year. And then last year, in his first proper, I guess you could say first proper season in League 1 last year, he got 6 goals and 8 assists. So he is obviously proven at this level. Still very young at 23, so obviously does fit the bill in terms of what Sandgaard and what Adkins wants to build here. Obviously we want a young squad. We want to get the average age of the squad down, and Kirk obviously fits the bill. We signed a 4-year deal, which is absolutely ridiculous. We definitely have splashed the cash, and that of course does squash the rumours that Thomas Sandgaard is skint, as obviously that's been flying about the place on social media. So what sort of player can we expect from Kirk? Well, I think that obviously it is a much needed position in the team. We needed a left-sided winger, as of course on Saturday we did play striker Connor Washington on the left-hand side, and it's something that we've experimented with for quite a while now. Obviously, Lee Bowyer did play him in that position a couple of times last season, and it just doesn't work. You know, I like Washington, but he's not a winger. You cannot play him in that position, so we desperately did need a natural wide man on the left-hand side, and we've got that. That missing piece of the puzzle has now finally been put in place, and it certainly is a very good one. I think Kirk obviously offers a lot going forward. Obviously a very creative player, very young and exciting, as I say. Is definitely a provider. Obviously, over the last 2 seasons, he's got more assists than he has goals. So obviously that is very good to hear, as we do now have supposedly a player that can provide the ball to Jayden Stockley, who probably will be the forefront of our attack, the main striker that we play. So obviously it is very good news, and he can score goals as well. He's got a bit of pace about him as well, and most importantly comes into this season after a pretty good season with Crewe. Obviously they finished 12th last season, 6 goals, 8 assists, pretty decent return, and over the last couple of seasons, in fact in League 2 as well, he's also done very, very well. So obviously it is a fantastic sign, and it really is stamping our authority in the league. We've really made a statement with this signing. As I say, £500,000 fee paid supposedly on a 4-year contract. It is a hell of a statement. And of course that does mean that we should now be going into the Oxford game on Saturday with a front three of Charlie Kirk, Jayden Stockley and Dialang Jaisimi. And honestly, I cannot wait to see that attack in the flesh. It certainly is going to be a scary, scary attack for League One defences this year. And you add a couple more players in there as well. You know, when Alex Gilby eventually gets back from injury, Morgan as well, Dobson, Clare. We've got a pretty decent team on our books, and it's starting to come together now. Of course, we're not there yet. We still need more players to come in through the door. I think we need at least 3 to 4 more bodies in the door in a couple of positions. But this one is certainly a step in the right direction. It certainly is a massive statement to the rest of League One, showing that we are trying to compete and we're trying to get promoted this season. And I think all 6 of our signings so far have been very, very good, and they've been very, very good signings. We just haven't really done enough of those good signings, and hopefully Kirk is the beginning of us bringing in more bodies, and hopefully by the end of the transfer window we will have a very, very tasty squad on our hands. As I say, that front three, Jaisimi, Kirk and Stockley, is going to be absolutely filthy this season, and I cannot wait to see it. It's been a deal that's been in the works for a very, very long time now, but it is finally over the line, and I cannot wait to see Charlie in action at the Valley and play for Charlton this season. It's been a long time coming, as I say, but we've seriously got a good player on our hands. So that is it for this video, guys. That is it for this episode of Addicks Editions. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, can you possibly leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and turn on those post notifications so you're notified of when I post. Welcome to Charlton Athletic, Charlie Kirk. I hope you like it here. 4-year contract, £500,000. What do you guys think about Kirk's arrival? Let me know in the comments below. This has been Tyler Roninson. Have a nice day, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all then.